Keanu Reeves is a name that resonates across generations, whispered like a prayer in a world often too loud for kindness. For over 5 decades, he has walked Hollywood streets as if navigating foreign terrain, balancing fame and anonymity with quiet grace. From the groundbreaking philosophy of the Matrix to the raw vengeance of John Wick, he has captivated millions while quietly enduring unimaginable personal losses. His fortune may be vast, but it is his humility, generosity, and steadfast decency that make him legendary. This is the story of a man who turns sorrow into strength. A childhood of uncertainty. Hanu. Charles Reeves was born on September 2nd, 1964 in Beirut, Lebanon, a city teetering between beauty and chaos. His name, meaning cool breeze over the mountains in Hawaiian, carried his father's heritage, a geologist of Chinese-Hawaiian descent who was more skilled at finding minerals than nurturing family. His mother, Patricia Taylor, an English showgirl, raised him alone after Samuel Reeves vanished when Keanu was just 3. With his father absent, home became a suitcase. Moving from Sydney to New York to Toronto, stability was fleeting and his early years were defined by impermanence and adaptation. Loss and grief in early life. The absence of a father is more than missing guidance. It is a missing blueprint. At 13, Keanu met his father briefly, a hollow encounter that left lasting questions. Life compounded with tragedies. A best friend collapsed and died at 23. A daughter born silent on Christmas Eve. A girlfriend lost to a tragic accident. And a sister battling leukemia for a decade. Each loss carved a deeper understanding of grief. Yet through it all, Keanu absorbed pain quietly, developing a resilience few can comprehend. These experiences forged a foundation of empathy that would later define both his personal and professional life. Education and formative struggles school was no sanctuary. Keanu struggled with dyslexia, a condition that made letters refuse to form coherent meaning. He attended multiple schools, including the Etobicoke School of the Arts, from which he was expelled for speaking out. Yet amidst academic failure, he found solace on the ice rink. As a hockey goalie, he earned the nickname The Wall, a metaphorical foreshadowing of how he would later absorb life's blows. Theater became another refuge. On stage, he could escape himself, stepping into others' lives and sorrows. Acting transformed from a career into a survival strategy, a way to process a turbulent reality. The leap to Hollywood. At 17, Keanu left Toronto for Los Angeles with little more than determination. The city offered no guarantees, only hope. He worked odd jobs, endured countless auditions, and faced repeated rejection. His early struggles were humbling. Thin apartment walls, sleepless nights, cheap meals, and fleeting paychecks. Even his first film, Youngblood, paid only $3,000. Yet every setback fueled his persistence. Hollywood was harsh, but Keanu's hunger for escape, for expression, and for survival drove him forward. Each small success, however modest, reinforced a path defined not by glamour but by endurance. Breakthrough with comedy. Everything shifted in 1986 with Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. What could have been a forgettable comedy became iconic through Keanu's earnest portrayal of Ted Theodore Logan. Audiences responded instantly, captivated by his sincerity and charm. The film earned $40 million, establishing his name and credibility. For Keanu, this role was not just a stepping stone, but proof that persistence and authenticity could triumph. Hollywood doors opened, offering opportunities that at once seemed distant. Yet even as fame beckoned, his priorities remained grounded, shaped by the instability and losses of his youth. Transformation into a philosopher-warrior. The Matrix transformed Keanu into more than an actor. He became a cultural icon. Neo, the philosopher-warrior, mirrored the actor's introspective nature and quest for meaning. The franchise's success, earning over $1.5 billion, propelled him into global recognition. Yet Keanu's response to fame remained paradoxically humble. Despite wealth and accolades, he was guided by compassion, generosity, and curiosity. Fans marveled not just at his skill, but at his integrity, his refusal to exploit celebrity, and his commitment to kindness in a world often devoid of it. This was the quiet strength he had cultivated through decades of adversity. John Wick. Rage and Art. The John Wick series revealed a different dimension, grief and rage as artistry. Through the character's pain and precision, Keanu channeled personal loss into performance. Critics and fans alike recognized the authenticity in his physicality and emotion. Here was a man who had known sorrow intimately, transforming it into narrative, movement, and presence. Off-screen, he continued acts of generosity and humility, known for sharing wealth with stunt teams, colleagues, and strangers alike. These gestures reinforced a reputation that was rare in Hollywood, one of genuine decency and selfless humanity. Personal life and love. At 60, Keanu walks the red carpet with Alexandra Grant, a partner who reflects his calm resilience. Their relationship, rooted in understanding and patience, suggests that he has found peace, or at least a balance between joy and sorrow. His life story is not defined by romantic or familial completeness, but by the quiet dignity with which he carries loss. Each tragedy has shaped him, not broken him. In the public eye, he remains gentle, introspective, and profoundly human, a model of how one can navigate grief without bitterness. The philosophy of kindness. What sets Keanu apart is not wealth, fame, or even skill, but his philosophy of kindness. Across decades, he has shown that gentleness is not weakness, but a rare strength. His experiences, abandonment, illness, death, and heartbreak, have not hardened him. Instead, they have deepened his empathy, teaching the world that survival is not merely endurance, but the ability to remain humane. Fans see in him a reflection of what the world could be if grace, generosity, and dignity were more common. He has become living proof that adversity can cultivate, rather than diminish, character. Conclusion. A legacy beyond film. Keanu Reeves' life reads like a screenplay shaped by sorrow and triumph. From Beirut to Hollywood, from playgrounds to global fame, he has carried personal tragedy with quiet elegance. His work, his generosity, and his humility continue to inspire millions. Perhaps he has not found a life free of pain, but he has mastered the art of carrying it with dignity. In celebrating Keanu, we celebrate resilience, kindness, and the rare courage to remain gentle in a world that often rewards the opposite. His legacy reminds us that true strength is not in avoiding suffering, but in rising above it.